I got this beer at the Craft Brewers Conference last week in Nashville, Tennessee. I met a lot of brewers from a lot of breweries from all over the world, actually. People opening breweries in Australia. The craft brewer movement is crazy right now. We're in California, so we see a lot of, San Diego, LA, Orange County. We think that's nuts.
Temecula, what else?
I met guys from Texas to Kentucky, Tennessee, Florida. Everybody's got their own little thing going on, which is cool because how is he going to beat all these giant distributors? If not everybody's doing this in their own states. It's the only way this thing's gonna grow.
Not only that, but be proud and drink local, man. If you guys got some into craft beers and you guys have a bunch of breweries like we do near you, or you don't, I don't care. Either way, if they got something you like, drink local. Support these guys, man.
Try it. At least try it. I mean, we support as much local stuff as we can, especially if we like it. We tell everybody about it. We send stuff to people, outside the state. We trade. We do what we can. This beer is made by the Tennessee Craft Brewers Guild just for attendees at the conference this year.
And it is a Maibock.
Not the car, but the beer.
Yeah, this is going to cost you a house. I'm actually looking forward to this. When he showed me this, he sent me the link to this. This was something that he first got it, and he was like, whatever, it's a beer, right? Not realizing what it was, and that's why he had to go back and grab himself another one, because this is one of those ones that, let's face it, until probably the next one, you're never going to see this batch again. I mean, this is not a mass distributed, everyone gets everything. And so I'm pretty proud, regardless of what we think about it, to go ahead and try something because of the fact, not many have. We looked on Untappd. This is a 7.2% alcohol by volume. We looked on the website, on the bottle. It didn't even say anything. So we're going by Untappd. We're taking the word of the 26 people that checked it in when they were in Tennessee. So let's see. It's light for a Bock.
Yeah.
I mean, that's fine, but there's a lovely, lovely amount of carbonation. There's a pretty decent head on it.
Definitely got the smell.
It's got, what's funny? It's got a little bit of a Bock, chill to it, but it's almost not skunky, but, I mean, it's got a little bit almost like a lager kind of smell to it, too, which is fine. And then, because, like we said from before, this does have more hops in it than it does malt. It smells good, even though me and him are both a little stuffed up at the moment. I wouldn't say it has a distinguished look to it. I almost kind of want to say kind of IPA-ish, in a weird way.
Yeah, it kind of looks like a golden pale ale, if that even exists.
I'll give you that. It smells good. Let's try it.
Cheers.
Cheers. Huh. You know what? That's the reason why I like German beers.
Definitely a good Bock. Very, very light. For, if 7.3 is the true number, because it doesn't say on here. We're going off the internet. But good flavor. Reminds me of a few different characteristics from a few different Bocks from the past.
And a tad lagerish, which is funny because I actually read the back of this bottle while I was saying the lager thing, and it says it's a Maibock Lager. Interesting, by the way.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I can pick it up. It has a smooth characteristic like an amber. It's got a little bit of a malt taste to it, but not too much. It's definitely hop forward, but not in a pale ale way.
Yeah.
It does have kind of a lager feel to it and smell, but it definitely is it's an interesting concept because I almost want to say, and I have no idea. And hey, if you're the brewmaster that did this, please let us know. But it is a mixed mesh of the best of each aspect that we were thinking of, and I like that. And it's something that, like I said, only select people got to try this. So, cheers to you guys. This is killer.
Yeah, it's definitely good. We don't really get to try very many. I mean, like I said, we've been drinking Bocks for a long time and everything, but Bocks aren't like IPAs and stouts where they're just different Bocks. Every brewery's got their own Bock, you know,
right.
They got their own version. 3 different Bocks on tap. You don't really run into a lot on tap. You don't really run into. I mean, it's a German style. We live in America, you know, so I mean, it's not really a style that you see. Kind of like how meads are kind of getting big again. It's not a style that you see that's used by every brewery.
It's got a cool balance between, and I'm not saying there's malt in it, but it almost seems like it's malt hop. Like it's this perfect little niche product where me and him don't like to use it a lot, but it almost has that tea taste to it, to where it's like it's super mellow. It's something that I would completely enjoy just drinking it at any point in time. Like this is barbecue beer. This is, you know what I mean? Like this is hanging out with your buddies kind of stuff.
I think the best compliment I can make to this beer is it doesn't taste like a Bock that's made in America.
I'll take
because most good Bocks are from, you know, Germany, and they've been making them
Austria.
for hundreds of years before we were that country, right? And this is a traditional thing, almost like the Czech beers we've tried and things like that. I mean, these guys have been doing this for like I said, longer than our country's even been around sometimes. So it's pretty amazing that this is made in Tennessee. Of an old school German style, which when I read about this beer, they even said Tennessee has a really strong German culture, you know, that's been there for a while, so that kind of makes sense. But a lot of these mass-produced beers that all us craft beer guys are against go off of an old worldy style European, right?
Lagers, pilsners are a big deal.
Exactly, and this definitely keeps true to that. This isn't you know, some mass-produced thing that, you know.
But you can take that. I'm going to piggyback on it. You can taste the quality in this product. This is not your grandpa's pilsner. This is not a lager that you get at Costco. Yeah. This is definitely old world Bock style killer stuff. Like, I mean, this is what beer that you get at your grocery store should taste like. Let's put it that way. Is that a good way to put that?
Exactly. Yeah. And when you have a Bock, a lot of times when we have American Bocks, which we know we're good with, but I mean this thing kind of crushes a lot of them.
Yes.
Because it's usually an American's version of an old, you know, style, from Europe. This, you know, if you didn't tell me this was made in Tennessee, I would assume, okay, you know, what's the, you know,
German,
Germany,
what's the
German, you know, something like that. So definitely hats off to them on that. And then, you know, like I mentioned before, there's not a lot of good Bocks out there, so that makes it hard, you know. So it's really good to run across one, especially to find out it's made, you know, in America.
I almost don't want to rate this.
I don't think we should. I think we should appreciate it. I don't think this is.
I would rate this high.
Yeah, I mean, if we had to rate this beer, we would rate it really high. But I think it's just more of an appreciation of the beer. We like it. Hats off to the Tennessee Brewers Guild and the Brewers Association. And you know, when I first, you know, because, you know, I like IPAs, you like stouts, so we drink all kinds of beers, but this is something that we've had, you know, we drank a lot of, you know, in our younger years, but we don't, when we go to a lot of events, when we go to a lot of places, there's not usually a Bock section, you know, there's, you know, you got some Russian Imperials, you got some stouts, you got some this, you got some that, you got maybe 2 or 3 different takes in an IPA, maybe a pale ale, maybe a Pilsner, maybe a sours, maybe a sour, right? But, you know, not every brewery you go to has a Bock.
Or a Helles, or any of that kind of style stuff.
So
I appreciate it. You know what? And I'll be honest with you. Screw it. You know what? 5 out of 5. I'm giving it a 5 for what it is. This is great beer for the alcohol content we got on the thing. I'm only because you know what, there was only 26 people on Untapped that rate this, so I'm gonna say for Jeremy, I'll give it 5 out of 5 because you know what, I could drink a bunch of these.
I'll give it a 5 out of 5 as well. Like I said, just hats off. You know, it's a good beer. I'm glad that I was able to travel there on business and pick this beer up for us. And we're lucky to try it. And this is basically made for all the brewers that were there and the people that are there that really know something about beer. So,
yeah, and you can taste that, and you
can tell this is a connoisseur's beer. This isn't someone that you give somebody that doesn't know if they like beer or not. This is someone that
appreciates
that
the way it's made.
has a good palate and could appreciate a good German style beer.
I agree. All right, so we're gonna wrap this up. If you want to email us, it's info@tappingoutshow.com. If you want to hit us up on social media, it's all one word, Tapping Out Show. Just put it in the search engine and you'll find us. You guys have a good